That's what's
we
up,
out here.
man.
We live at I.S.U.P.K's homecoming. I got my guys with me, man. It's mother effing homecoming, man.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all are here. The greatest homecoming on earth. Shout out to the I.S.U.P.K, International School of
Universal Practical Knowledge.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my guys, man. The whole team.
Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Is it? What's it? West. One West.
That's right.
Shout out, man. Shout out One West, man.
Word. Party boy in the building, man. Appreciate you.
I'm new to this, right? So I'm just coming up to them, mind because I don't know the difference.
Right.
I said, hey man, how y'all doing? Oh, y'all know about the I.S.U.P.K? So when I was talking to them about it, it seemed like, yes, they had the message, but at the same time, why it seemed like they was kind of conflicting with, like, if we all talking about the same thing and the same God, why are we having conflicting views?
Yeah, I mean, simply enough because their leader who started their organization was in the I.S.U.P.K. and left. He left and he wanted to teach different doctrines. He wanted to teach different things. So they can't be on par with us because if you had that conversation with them and said, y'all teach the same shit they teach, y'all are just like them, then your next question would be, why are y'all not just all together?
All together, yeah.
They have to change certain things and be in contradiction to us so that they can be relevant. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense.
I found that because I'm big on energy, so the energy that they was giving is like, oh, well, we this.
Yeah, they don't believe in being black. Like they call people that's not in their organization, like they'll say like those is niggas. We Israelite, those is niggas. And you niggas, they said fuck Trayvon Martin. Yeah, they said fuck Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin should have listened to the white man power, and because he didn't listen to George Zimmerman, he deserved to die. And if you have a warrant, we calling the police, we turning you in.
Trayvon Martin, who the hell cares about Trayvon Martin? Trayvon Martin, who the hell cares about Trayvon Martin? Trayvon Martin, who the hell cares about Trayvon Martin? That's what happened to that young man. That's not what happened to that young man. He decided to go against the white man say. He tell him to stop. Why he didn't let him stop? So resistance to power. If you decide to go against the white man power, what the white man gonna do? That's what happened to that young man. That's not what happened to that young man. He decided to go against the white man say. He tell him to stop. Why he didn't let him stop? Rebellion. He was rebellion. So we for it. We're for stopping this. We are for cops in the hood. We're all for it. Stop it. I am snitching. You don't want it, I'm turning you in. That's $2,000. That's the fresh free $2,000. That's good. Wanted $2,000. That can help my nation with that money. If you're wanted, you're going to jail. I will tell on you. I said openly. If any of you out here I see on the list being wanted, your ass going to jail.
They are just
rational. That's like rational. What's they call it?
They're a homosexual group. I'm sorry.
Yeah, at that point.
And I don't mean their sexuality. I mean as far as
behavior, how
they stand, how they move. They're not for the people.
Yeah.
They're just. It's like an inclusive. Like if you're not with us, you're an individual.
Yeah.
You're not nothing. You're a nigga.
I ain't have enough information to like give him to where as though I let them know like woo woo. I just said.
You know what you should do? You know what would be big?
What?
You got your radio show.
Yeah.
It'd be big if you get one of their members on your show and bring us on your show at the same time.
Y'all will be able to keep it together.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Say that.
Do that shit.
Make it happen.
That shit gonna get viral. I'm telling you. It's gonna go viral. It's been a few for years because a lot of people have those questions like, why aren't y'all together?
Yeah.
But they won't have the conversation. They'll just duck and hide from it.
Yeah. Because they know their views is fucked up.
Yeah.
On the max.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so if you could get in contact with them and set that up, and look, here's the thing, they're not gonna want to do it, but then you should, because here's the thing,
that's a great way to
if you believe in your truth and who you are and how you walk and what you believe in, then you should be proud of that.
Yeah.
Like if a man is a Christian or a Muslim and we don't agree, but he should be he should be standing on his faith.
Stand on what he believes.
You understand? And then we could be brothers at the end of the day, we believe differently.
Yeah.
But to hide and not have the conversations, why not?
For what?
For what?
Not having enough information to back up their views and how they feel.
They know it goes public. Like they know on your podcast they're gonna get
flamed up.
Yeah.
Flamed up. I gotta go. I'm behind like motherfucker, man. Love, bro.
So,
it's always good.
Let me know, man. Set that up, man.
Love. I'm gonna do that.
All right, bro.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel and all.
Both sides at the water. Give me a 1W in the chat if you can hear me now. Right. Both sides cry. Right. Yeah, appreciate that, brother. I got a 1W in the chat. All right, most sides cry at the water, brother. Yo, real talk. Good night. But you understand, what I was talking about was how, Hebrew has been like a topic, a hot topic that a lot of people been talking about. You understand what I'm saying? And whenever we break down the Hebrew, we always accredit it to Eber. So I want to bring this out, you understand, and show more so why it's accredited to Eber. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to go out of the book of Genesis, chapter 10, verse 25 real quick. Get that where you get it. I mean, you can read it where you get it, brother.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 10, verse 25. And unto Eber were born two sons. The name of one was
Peleg.
For in his days was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan.
So now, as we see, right, when it comes to Eber, you understand what I'm saying? First off, Eber, if I was to read this in the Hebrew, right, um, Eber's name is Ibar, right? Now, Hebrew, if we read Hebrew, if I'm not mistaken, it's Ibaria. All right, so if I look up the word Hebrew in Genesis 14 and 13, we got the word Ibaria. All right. So the so with that being said, right, with Hebrew, right? Hold on. Let me write some of this stuff up here. And of course, if y'all got any questions online, we'll get to them. So we got Eber, right? And then we got Hebrew. Eber name is I-Bar. Hebrew is I-Bar. Yeah. That is the word for Hebrew, right? So when we look up Genesis 14 and 13, right? And I want to read it in the Hebrew first. So it says, Wayaba'a ha pala yath, Wayagad la Abraham ha Ibaria wahawa'a shakan ba'alanya salaki mamara ha'a ramara salaki ha'a maria akya ashakal wa akya ainar waham ba'i salaki ba'ilya salaki bariyath Abraham. And it says, and there came one that escaped and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the land, the plan of Mamre the Amorite. Well, we got to get it going to more. So we see where it says Hebrew here. And for Hebrew, the word Hebrew in the Hebrew is, as you see, Ibaria, right? So y'all see I ain't bull crapping. You understand what we see there, right? So again, when we talk about Eber, and we, matter of fact, let me go back to that word, because when it comes to the Hebrew, with Ibaria, the root word is Ibar. All right. As we see, the root word is Ibar. It says patronymic. I want to see. All right. So Eber or Heber, I don't know what the hell Heber is, says son of Salah, great grandson of Shem, father of Peleg and Joktan, a Gadite chief, Benjamite. Okay. I was getting into different things. It says Eber, the name of 2 patriarchs and 4 Israelites. Okay, so they got different brothers that's named Eber. So while we was reading in Genesis, the 10th chapter, right? Well, then Kevin read where it says that and unto Eber were born the sons. The names of them was Peleg, for his days was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan, and Joktan begot Alma. So this is going into that, right? Now, when we get into Genesis, the 11th chapter, you understand, we get into the Tower of Babel. So when we get into that, we know that our language was, what's the word I'm looking for? Let me see, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of convoluted, for lack of better words, right? So when we get into it, it says, and Salah lived 30 years and begot Eber. And Salah lived after he begot Eber 403 years and begot sons and daughters. And Eber lived 430 years and begot Peleg. And Eber lived after he begot Peleg 430 years and begot sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years and begot Reuben. So this is also telling you the lineage of Eber. because he was the one that was responsible for continuing on the culture of Hebrew, because at one point in time it was all speaking one language. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, I just wanted to show that you know, this is a credit to him. Then it goes in talking about Abraham and things like that, right? So like I said, if y'all got any questions online, you understand, put them in the group chat. You know, if not, we're gonna get on with it. So last week, right, we went into and Salakia. When they tell you, that's another thing, right? Hebrew does not mean to damn crossover. That is a goddamn lie. Hebrew just means of the past. That's it. All that mess that everybody be talking about is a damn lie. And we're gonna get into as well, right, with how Ibaria with this here is meaning of, right? Because now I'm gonna break this down too. You know what I'm saying? What we went over last week, but I just want to show what I'm gonna be getting into as well. So when we talk about Hebrew, right? Or Hebrew. So think about it like the YA is like saying like IA. So we know Asia, right? Or you got Asian. Or you got Greece, right? Or you'll have a Grecian. So it's kind of like saying IAN in a sense. You got or another one is America or American, right? Then you also got the one that we always say is Israel or Israelite, right? Israelite. So I want y'all to understand. I'm gonna go back over these same ones, right? But I want y'all to see what I mean. So you know, an Asian is of Asia, a Grecian is of Greece, an American is of America. You understand what I'm saying? So an Israelite is of Israel. You understand? For example, I'm gonna see what y'all know what I'm talking about. Is Jacob an Israelite? Y'all answer that in the comments for me. Y'all can answer it in here if y'all like too. But is Jacob an Israelite? So Desiree said no, which is correct. Why though, Desiree? I want to see what you're thinking. Why not? Why would not Jacob specifically be an Israelite? So y'all see you understanding what I'm saying as well with you understand the ITE part. Why do you say yes, Nashima? That's exactly right. Get that brother a hand. All right. I'm right. That's right. He can't be of himself. That's just like, you understand, and also Ayathan had Ayathanites. You understand what I'm saying? He couldn't be an Ayathanite because he's not of himself. You feel? Huh? Right. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about Israelite, that Israelite is just like meaning why we're called Israelites because we're of Jacob. Jacob is not of himself. So when we talk about that, sister, I got you, sis. Most High Christ. That's what the class is for. I'm gonna break all that down. You understand? Before I erase my board, though, I want to get into the rest of the propositions, and the possessive. But what I'm more so saying, right? So, for example, let me see. After Jacob, right, right, right. Did you hear what he said, sis? Sister Nashima? Oh, I don't know if I'm saying her name. Is it Nashima or Nashima? Okay, Nashima. So I don't know if you heard what he said. He said Israelites didn't exist until after he had his children, right? So Judah would be an Israelite. Jacob couldn't be an Israelite because again, when we're talking about Israelites, which is all I'll show you is the Hebrew word for Israelite is Yasha'aliyah, which is why I was showing you with Hebrew, you understand, it's talking about of the past. The Yah is like saying of. Now we know with Yah, it can also mean mine, but it depends on the context. And context is very important when it comes to scriptures, period. But it's also like it's also very important when it comes to knowing what it is as far as like you know what it's saying, right? So for another example, what I mean by context. In Proverbs 3 and 31, I just saw my brother bring this out. I'm gonna show you. I might need to go ahead and go into it, sis. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can get that out of the way so I can get the cloudiness off your brain, right? So Proverbs 3 and 31, right? You know what? Let's get into it. We already talking about it. So like so and why I think why you confused is because okay, most high in Christ. Because I was about to say, I think also the confusion would be, you know, with some people too. It's just Jacob is Israel. His name was changed to Israel, but he's not an Israelite. So, for example, though, right in Proverbs 3 and 31, we got, which is like I said, I'll be learning stuff new too, man. I'll be watching classes before I come here or just throughout the week, just seeing, you know, how this is, man. One day we're gonna be able to speak this ourselves, y'all, and we're gonna have a fluent conversation, man. Just imagine, like, so, um, so Proverbs 33 and 31. Let me just showing the difference of the context what I'm talking about. So we got Proverbs 3:31. All right. All right, in the Hebrew. All right. So, and it's to say, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. All right. So now, if we read this, it would be al tanakor ba'ayash kamas wa al tabakar bakal darak yawa, right? And it's to say, right? Because, and why I'm saying this, because the owl is like saying not, do not, but also owl, if we look at it in another context, right? Owl can mean unto as well. As you see in and I'll show you in Genesis, the first chapter. So now this is what I'm meaning when we're talking about context of the Hebrew, right? Because again, that same characters, the same phrase, it says al ta kwana'ah, right? Meaning envy thou not. But al also could be unto. So we're can y'all see that? Who is Paul? Oh, did Paul write Philippians? I think. I think he did. Get me line. Yeah, Paul and Timothy. So when we, like you said, we're coming into the context. You understand? That's why I say context is very important when we're understanding Hebrew as well. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you this scripture, another scripture, and then I'm gonna give you another. I'm gonna give you two comparisons because this is the same exact word, owl, right? Owl meaning, which is al, right? So you got the envy thou not the oppressor. I'm gonna write it down in the Hebrew itself, right? So you got al ta qua na a ba a yash ayash k mas wa al ta ba ka tabakar ba call da rock. Yeah, or the rock you are. All right, so we got al dakwa na a ba ayash kamas wa al tabakar bakal Dorakiwa. All right. So this one again is not like saying no, right? So it's saying, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways, right? And a wa'al would be that as well, and wa'al, right? And not, you understand, choosing his ways. But it's like we said, it's a context when we're talking about this, because when we're talking about it in the sense of how we're reading these, that same word for owl, again, to say no, you can use owl to say unto. So I give y'all a moment to write that down while I'm looking this up. Trying to find a short scripture. Oh, okay. I like this. We're gonna use Genesis 3 and 4. Genesis 3 and 4 to show you owl. This is again why we say context is very important, even in knowing what you're reading, because like when you think about just like when I was talking about last week, you got Banwa or Banwa. So it's important to know, is it talking about in us or on us or his son? So that's another thing we got to pay attention to. So now Genesis 3 and 4. All right, so All right, so it says, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall surely die. And when we read it in the Hebrew, it's Mar Salaki. Waya Mar Ha Na Hush. Al All right, so we got Waya Amar Hanakash Al Ha'asha La'ah Mawath the Mothwan, right? So when we're talking about this, right, the unto now is this one. And this is to say no, right? So as we see, we just showed you how Al, like, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like a transitional word with Al, right? Al is like a transitional word, but it's already kind of transitional for this to say, and he said, what is it? The serpent unto the woman. You understand what I'm saying? No. So you're not going to use that again. Or the sister said, not he. I don't know who said this. Yeah, the serpent said unto the woman, Salakia. You understand, which is why you got the Yah here, which is what? What is the Yah in this context, y'all? Preposition or proposition? Meaning what?
It comes before.
Yes, it does, but what does Yah mean as the preposition? Say what? Give her a hand. Give both of yourselves a hand, right? Now I'm going to show y'all why I love Hebrew so much, right? First off, I don't know, can there be females and male snakes? Is that a such thing? Is there a such thing as a male and female snake? It is a male and female snake. Yeah. I mean, it might be a crazy question.
Fuck. It says yes.
There is?
It says yes, most snake species have male and female sexes.
Hold on. They have male and female sexes.
Kind
So they are both? I was about to try to go into some. Okay, why I said that, this is what I was getting ready to say, because I know some people like, well, of course the snake could have just been a male snake. But anyway, right? We see it says YAHANNA, like it said, it's. Oh, okay. I heard that wrong. I was about to say.
It says.
Right. What you about to say, YAHANNA?
No, snakes are not hermaphrodites.
Yeah. Right. What's our crap? Salaki, that's what I'm about to say. Hold up now. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, I'm saying that to say though, right? It says, and he, right, is giving this serpent a masculine one connotation. So I was saying that to say that shows you too that this serpent was not no damn snake. It was a man. That's the point that I was making. But I know some fool would try to counter what I'm saying and say, oh, well, there's male snakes. That's why I said, hold up, as far as male and female. Yo, that would be crazy work for real. You know what I'm saying? But point B, right, exactly, But point being, y'all, is what I was saying is when we talk about, you understand, different words can be the same exact word, but the context. And that also shows you too, when we get into, like, for example, all, right? If I said all of us got to pay $200 for the Passover, I'm not talking about people that are next door. I'm not talking about people that are down the street. Everybody that's in here, even if you're listening online. All means all though, right? But I gave all the context in the context of how I just gave it to you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just the same with that. That's why Commander General Muhammad it was so heavy when he said context is where the spirit lies. Now I'm gonna show you another one, right? And then we're gonna get into the it part so I can break that down even more. Well, I ain't gonna go into the whole thing, right? But so, for example, you got, I'll just give you the words for them, and I think the Strong's Concordance, and then we'll get into that part of the lesson. So the word lakum, right? La cum. I'm gonna write it again. La cum. One means fight, and one means bread. All right. It's the same exact word though. Same exact way to write it down. In the Hebrew, the ancient, and the Assyrian. You got la. Same thing. Same exact thing. But again, this is how you know the way we speak is so spiritual. You feel what I'm saying? Because I can be talking about cheese in different ways. Yo, I'm about to go to the grocery store and get me some cheese. Yo, I got to go to work to get some cheese. This Negro is cheesy. You understand what I'm saying? But it's the same exact word. The brother said. Oh yeah. At first I thought that, brother. Nah, that ain't it. I said good night. That go crazy. A hermaphrodite snake go crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, so let's look up bread. And I think it's also even with the strong concordance, I think it's different strong concordances as well. So we got lachum, which is Strong's H3899. Strong's H3899. Lachem. Lachem. That's how the oppressor was said. H3899. Now let's see what the Strong's Concordance is for fight. So it's Yahweh Lakum Why Amath Slaka Why Atham the Karya Shawan the Karya Shawan. So this one is 3898. So it's Strong's 3898. But again, as you see, it's the exact same word. It's done the same exact way. Even when you see it, I don't know, hold on, let me click on. As you see, you got Lacom. Yeah, well, I can't even. There we go. Lacom 3898. And you got Lacom 3899. Look at that. Same exact characters. But again, the context of the word now changes. I don't know if y'all done writing that. I write pretty fast, so. All right, so moving right along. All right, so when we talking about matter of fact, let me see something. Let me ask Google what does the so I'm ask Google. So I said, Google, what does the IAN in Grecian mean, right? It says belonging to or relating to. Now, so for example, we said example like Grecian, right? The IAN means belonging to or relating to. Examples we did Grecian, which is Greece. We did Asian, which is Asia. I think I didn't do this one, but I'll do this one because I got it on my notes. Indonesian, which is Indonesia. American, which is America, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, you see the pattern? You catching my drift, right? So now, and I'm gonna give you another caveat, right? No, I ain't gonna put him out there. No, mind. I don't know why when I thought of this song, I mean this name, it's a song this Edomite was saying, God am I a Edomite? Am I the one that thou shalt strike? All right, so with that being said, all right, we got Grecian, Greece, Asian, Asia, Indonesia, Jin, Indonesia, American, America. You know what the same is? Israelite. Hey, word up though, brother. Word. You feel what I'm saying? Like you feel me? Like you will be like, Anya Lacum. And if the brother not knowing your spirit, he be like, you asking me to no, hold on, what is it? Anya, not Anya. Lacum. Lacum. Like you want to fight? So I think it would be Awa Lacumia. No. To say it. So if okay. Anya a while come, I want to fight or I want bread. But like you said, if they not knowing that context, they might think you really want to fight. So I need what? You know what I'm saying? You're right, that's right. Brother. Hey, look, I need chill bada, not a fight, cuz. Damn right, huh? Damn right. You know what I mean? So again, the IAN or the AN is like corresponsive to the ITE, right? Or what we got? Judite. We got Levite. Issacharite. Hold on. Why is that spelled like that? Like now they got me. Okay, so we know this is it's a car. But if I wrote this in the ancient, I don't know. Let me see something. How is that? Well, that's going to be up. Because if you think about it, if I wrote that in the ancient, is oh, first off, never mind. I had a brain fart there, y'all. Salakia. I'm up here trying to write English. Yeah, never mind. Anyway. Wait, hold up. It's your Shasha car. Never mind. Anyway, all right. Okay, back to it. Back to reality. So again, when we talk about the ite, just like the ite is given meaning belonging to as well. So it's saying Israelite is one that is of Israel or he belongs to Israel. Judah is one of Judah and belongs to Judah. Levi is one of Levi and he belongs to Levi. Issacharite is one of Issachar and he belongs to Issachar. But Issachar, the actual brother that's responsible for the specific lineage of tribes, that is his specific tribe, he can't be an Issacharite. Just like Israel, Jacob cannot be an Israelite. Judah cannot be a Judite because he's the progenitor of those ones. You understand what I'm saying? So, which is also so heavy, right? When you think about it, that's why I was going to write Edomite on this side, because an Edomite can't be a goddamn Israelite. Slack, let me say that better. A goddamn Edomite can't be an Israelite. He can't, because he's not of Israel at all. You had Jacob and Esau. They were twin brothers. How the hell now is Esau telling us that he's an Israelite? Don't even make no goddamn sense. He's not even a damn Judite, because you're not of Judah. And then I guarantee you ask any oppressor today, if they say they're Israelite, what tribe are you from? They're going to say Judah. All of them say Judah. Don't none of them say Asher. Don't none of them say Naphtali. They all say Judah. So, right, I'll give you a scripture for this, right? Israel. So in 2 Samuel 17 and 25, right? It uses the word Yah, Shar, Yah, Shar, all, Yah. And even in the definition, it says a descendant or inhabitant of the nation of Israel, not specifically Israel or Jacob, right? And then as you see, even with the Strongs, right? The oppressor ain't too, I mean, he's still the devil, but he might know a little something. You see how I see it says of a people right here? You see Yasha Alya, of a people. So this means, if we was to write this, it means of Israel, right? Of Israel. So when we talking about, you understand, like again, it's basically showing, which is another possessive, if you want to call it that. You understand, because it's showing that we're, you know, the root word would be that. Yes, hallelujah. I don't know if I'm doing that right. I'm gonna put this A there because my old notes got the A here. I feel like it's Yasha Aliyah, not Yasha Aliyah. Then I ain't got no damn R. Must be time to go home. Cause I'm tripping. All right, Yashar Aliyah or Yasha Aliyah? I'm gonna put the A up there. But for some reason, it sounds better with Yasha Aliyah. But it's saying of Israel. Give y'all a second to write that down. And then Salaki, if you want the ancient and the Assyrians. The ancient and the Assyrian. Yasha Aliyah. Yasha Aliyah. Always remember, y'all, when we doing this stuff, man, we rehearsing the righteous acts. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for example, the way I may write the Y character, another brother might write it different. While we're doing this, then I'll go ahead and give you the three sons of Noah. Yeah, I just see it. Word up. gonna do the 3 sons of Noah. It it depends. When you say, can you learn from the meaning of a word with its preposition? Like, yes, a lot of times. So I see one officer, Hazahab, he had put out there, Jacob, right? We know Jacob is Yaquab in the Hebrew, and Yai is he, and Iquab is heal. So he heal. I didn't hear the full breakdown on it, and heal is H-E-L, H-E-E-L. Damn, I can't talk. H-E-E-L. So let me see, y'all. So it talks about the back part of his heel. I don't know, because I know it was talking about Jacob held the heel of Esau, you know what I'm saying, when it came out the womb. So I'm not sure if that's more so to it. It just depends, like I said, on certain ones. Like, for example, like even with this one, with Yasha Alia, right? We know Allah is power, right? We know Shar is prince. We know Yah is he. You understand? But then it's saying, this is already kind of saying without that, he is the prince of power. So now it's like, I guess in a sense, with what you saying, Desiree, we would say he is the prince of power of that. Like, so the brother that's calling himself a Yasha Alia, meaning he is of that prince of power, because we know Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So now he's the prince of the power. We're of him. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that answered your question of what you were saying. But yeah, even with root words, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not going to say it's succinctly yes all the time, but for a vast majority of it, yes, you can. Because, and why I'm saying that, like, some words, even though it may seem like it's a root word, or it might seem like it's a preposition, that's one whole word. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like, now if it's something that seems like it has a root word, like for example, why y'all the bar, right? We know the bar is the root word of it, and you know what I'm saying. But the bar just means to speak. So I don't know if da and then bar would be like, because we know da is the preposition for do. Bar, I'm not sure what bar means in the Hebrew. So in a sense, I don't think you could use that to break down the bar when the bar itself is the specific word, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, I am the bar. Hey, shalom, Sister Juanita. Yahweh Shemar Thaba Shemya Shah. So yeah, that's all. Like, so I would say if the word has a root word, then we could go into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know you can use root words and then fish around the root word. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't want to say that, because I'm about to say also my Shamar's name is duty of man, right? But mashamar, shamar means to watch, right? Now, if you're saying mashamar, you're saying like of the watch. And if you're of that watch, it's like it's saying that there's like it's kind of like a duty that you're doing. Ayash, of course, means man, you know what I'm saying? So in some contexts, yes, you can, but not all. So y'all, what was Noah's son's name? Or how many sons did Noah have first? Go ahead.
He had 3.
What was their name?
Shem,
Okay, I'm glad you said on first.
Japheth,
Uh-huh.
and
That filthy, stinking one. Smell like doo-doo when you say his name. Now let me stop. It's an unlawful food.
oh man.
Yeah, man, Kevin, like, man, what is this dude talking about? Yeah. God, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we got Shem, Japheth, and Ham, right? So now, Shem, right, is the word Sham in the Hebrew. Yeah. Sham. And then Sham. Which means name. Right. Or reputation. Yeah. Japheth. Right. Japheth is Yapas. Which means expand. Hold on. I feel like I'll be writing that thought backwards. Sorry. Now, now this is the part that was real interesting for me, right? The part that was real interesting for me was the areas that these they occupy, right? Shem occupied mostly Asia, right? It's occupied. So Shem, sorry, Shem occupied mostly Asia. Japhet occupied Europe. Holy crap! Hold on now. If Japhet occupied Europe, wouldn't that make Japhet the real Europeans? Uh-oh. Think about that for a minute, y'all. What he said, you should think about it. Take a second. Ding. Occupied the House of Flies. No, I'm just playing. It is the House of Flies, though. So with these three people, they repopulated the earth after the flood. You got Shem, which is Sham, which is name or reputation. He occupied mostly Asia. You got Japhet, which is Yapath, which means to expand. He occupied Europe. Ham, which is Khum, which is hot or burnt or kemet. He occupied Africa. Now, this blew my mind when I first seen it, because in my ignorance, I thought that when it came to Europe, the oppressor was the main one that, occupied Europe. But they pushed the Hawaiians or Japhets out of that land, and they took over the land like they do any other place. Khan says Shem, Ham, and Japheth, damn right. And it's quite frankly the spirit of the oppressor. You understand? This is what he does. But like I said, I thought that was something like, damn. So now you really got to go into history to see what happened. Because if I'm not mistaken, was it Texas? And what was the other area? They split from Texas out on. Oh, y'all might. What was it? They took it from the I.S.U.P.K. California, is it California and Texas? Won't they all one state or something like that at one point in time? Texas and Cali. Get me right, sis. You know what I'm talking about? Oh. Okay, that's where I'm getting at. That's where I'm getting at as far as that. But what does that mean though when they say they all belong to Mexico?
Those are Mexican territories: California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Colorado, Wyoming.
God damn.
Like basically the whole West Coast, Kansas, Oklahoma, basically like the whole West Coast. That's why people are like, well, y'all got half of the states from Mexico. All of that is Mexico territory.
Damn.
Yeah, so I mean, you gotta think about it. Like when you look at the United States, you had the the Indians and Hispanics, you know what I'm saying? They all came and dwelled here. And it was all up and down because all of it's connected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can go through Texas and go straight into Mexico. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then you go all the way down to Cuba.
yeah.
Like,
Cali not that far from Mexico, don't it? Like,
and like you down there can go all the way to South America to like going down. I think
damn,
you
son.
cross by boat, but you can down there go all the way down because all of it was connected. They ran. Esau took it off.
What's the scripture where it said the Lord divided them their appointed according to their inheritance or something? Good night, bro. That's just it said Cali, Texas, Arizona, I think Nevada, maybe color. Yeah, yep. Damn, son. Bro, that's so crazy. Like, and they make like, man, this is why the oppressor has got to be destroyed, bro. I think I was talking to my real the other day, and she was like, we was talking about it. I was like, can you imagine a time and a place where there's not going to be not one oppressor on the earth? Imagine how good the air gonna smell, because they already smell like a wet dog when they taste. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, good night, bro. Tastes different, bro. Right? Oh man, we ain't gotta worry about just them coming around and that nasty aura you get from them. Like, bro, that's already heaven in itself. You know what I'm saying, man? If y'all know what I'm talking about, read the book of Obadiah. It says they're gonna be totally eradicated. You understand? Like they're gonna be gone, finito. Negro, our great grandchildren gonna see Esau in a damn museum in a suit and we're like, Daddy, is this the man that shook the kingdoms? This him? This is who we had y'all oppressed? Nah, Daddy, not him. Come on, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, bro. Good night. No more raisins and mac and cheese or or in potato salad, huh? Damn, they put raisins in mac and cheese too? God, so damn. That's diabolical for real. They have stolen everyone's. They have, sis. They have stolen everyone's culture. Like, which is again why the scripture says he's a vagabond. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, man, the oppressor's the goddamn devil the Bible speak of, man. Just know that. Sheesh. Damn, boy. All right. So I think y'all should have that down. We're gonna go back into the preposition or propositions. Gotta give y'all some more off my list. All right. So some more possessive. So we got Baha.
Nah, it's cool. Get shot up. The white boy can't get there, bro. Yeah. That's my question for tomorrow. I'm scared. It's so new together right now. We speak. You got it. I figured when you asked about Paul. Yeah. One of my archives a little bit. Dude, I realized I got like I got a lot of stuff that I highlighted. I don't remember what the breakdown. Oh, insane. You could always write stuff down. Well, if I highlighted it, I write it down. I don't know what I put.
Jeez. Y'all bear with me. Good night. I ran out of the room.
All right.
So these, right, exactly. So these are your possessors, right? You got, I'll start up here since I got them up here. You got Lawa, which is to him, La Nawa, which is to us, Laha, which is to her, Baha, which is in her or on her. You know, Ba can mean either on or in. Oh, what this is not Shemasa. Oh, she already said that. It's like Bawa, meaning in or on him. Bahum is in or on them, masculine. Mahum is from them, masculine. Mahun is from them, feminine. Banawa is in or on us. You understand? Lahum is to them, masculine. Bahun is in or on them, feminine. Laka is to you. So these would be your possessors as well. Like if we said La Yasha Allah to Israel, we about to drink. You know what I mean?
My notebook started pages out. I'm like, how is that even possible? So, yeah, so I open my precept book. Sometimes I'm like, dang, I can't even read none of this stuff. Yeah, that's how old it is. Not. I wish I could just sit and rewrite all of it.
Yeah, word up. That's what I thought about. This old practice. You know, you read scripture 13.
You need to start posting.
I kept the word. So we gon' come. We're gonna give y'all, let y'all go on and write that down. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna end the class here, man. You understand? So I'm gonna pass the class off to precinct officer 1,000, officer I.S.U.P.K, security announcers, clap it up.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister coming to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, either treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for a priest, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We had the Feast of Dedication, the Hanukkah, 25th day of the 9th month by a space of 8 days. That's Sunday, the 14th of December. And for 8 days, you can read about that in the book of First Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 52 through 61. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. With that, I'm on. Hey, also too, start putting your funds together for Passover, man. They're gonna be here before you know it, and Passover is always a nice trip. You know what I'm saying? It's always a nice trip. Start getting them funds together, pay your tithes, pay your Passover fee. You know what I'm saying? But men of Israel, going to render one courteous salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Ma'al Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Yeah, I'm tying it down. Sorry, turn to face the sister, Amadim, stand. Men of Israel, going to render one courteous salute to the sisters, men of Israel, Ma'al Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Y'all tying it down? Class is Smith. I'll show you been peeking around smiling. Right. Shalom, brother. Shalom, sis. All baby smiles. It does say in the greetings.